This time on Roadkill Garage, we're reviving my Jeep and having some fun. The question is, will it actually climb this? Kind of derelict.
Man, haven't seen that in a while.
I know. Unfortunately, I see it every day. So does my wife.
Makes you a popular guy
No.
around the house, right?
My Jeep here is a Scrambler, which is a CJ8. It's a 104-inch wheelbase version of the CJ7. I've started building it, I don't know, in the late 90s or something like that, and it went through a bunch of different shops as well as myself doing things to it. It's got Dana 60s in both ends with 717 axle gears and air lockers. The engine is just like a stock, gutless GM Goodwrench 350, but it's got an NV 4500 5-speed manual transmission, Atlas transfer case, and the whole under the side of the frame has been fabricated to accommodate that stuff, with the transfer case rotated and tucked up into the floorboard in a fabricated floor so that the whole underside of the frame is flat for ground clearance. It's semi-functional right now, but it just needs a lot of tinkering. Like, the front leaf springs are flat. Look how it's sitting right on the bump stop, like literally on the bump stop.
Man.
So it needs springs, and I don't think I've changed the oil literally since we built the thing.
Dude, you've had this thing like 15 years.
I know.
Really?
No, I literally don't think I've ever changed the oil.
Oh, yeah.
And I know this is absurd. I actually would like to paint it. I know.
Are you just saying that just for me or what?
No, I don't want to paint it nice. I want to fog the thing army green again, just so it looks less chalky. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a grayish pink.
So I think we need to get it running, air up the tires, then just throw it on the trailer, get it up to your place, change the leaf springs on it, and I've got some other tinkering I need to do, and then squirt it.
Yeah, I'll do the painting, you do the taping.
Is there gas in the filter yet? Yeah, all you have to do is set the choke, and once it gets gas, it fires immediately.
There's no gas coming up.
Really?
It doesn't look like it to me. Take a look.
What did you do?
Is it just a mechanical pump?
Yeah.
Does that look dry to you?
Yeah. Here. Try not to detonate its brains out. In other words, don't roadkill it. Just be regular. Right. Any gas yet? No?
Freiburger assured me that this thing was turnkey and ready to go. Now I'm hearing something about water in the gas tank last time it was out, and that's never good.
I legitimately thought that we were going to fire this thing right up and load it on the trailer and head to Dulcich's, but no. It won't get gas to the fuel filter. Apparently the pump is dead. Even for roadkill, this is unbelievable.
Should we just go get some sandwiches?
Yeah, seriously.
Forget about the Scrambler?
Yes. Who knew that you could turn an entire 22-minute episode into changing a fuel pump?
Are you saying I'm slow?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're at the point we should have been an hour and a half ago. Okay, now what?
I don't know, you tell me, it's your Jeep.
I was thinking if we pressure wash it and get all the dirt and grease off it and stuff,
yeah,
then it could be drying while we're wrenching on it so that we don't paint it while it's like damp around the crevices.
All right, sounds good. I'll get the pressure washer and you do the washing.
How come I always have to do the pressure washing?
I'm glad it's Freiburger doing the pressure washing and not me. So I'll just hang around in the shop in the shade here and pretend I'm doing something important to keep busy while he gets that thing spick and span.
It's like 102 right now, something like that. It's like Hot as bath water. Oh, that's hot. Woo! All I'm really trying to do here is make the Jeep just barely good enough for an Army style paint job. Just minimal masking, fog over all the mechanical stuff, just like they would have done it at the side of the road at a MASH unit someplace in Korea.
You know, I really don't hear that pressure washer motor running out there, so I'm not sure I'm the one slacking off. I don't think Freiburger's doing anything out there.
Okay, my main concern is actually the grease all underneath here. Look at the rear end. It's all caked. I just want it off of there. And look, that's the original color. You can tell that it's faded to just chalky gray. You know, Dulcich, I was about to give you credit on camera for being smarter than you look, because...
Really? Why?
I was gonna say, it's not that you hate pressure washing, it's that you were smart enough to stay inside polishing your paint guns instead of standing here in the heat.
Well, they're a precision instrument.
But now you're standing here in the heat just watching me work. So you're not that smart.
I'll see you later.
That backfired. You know what, Dulcich?
What?
I read comments sometimes of people questioning my masculinity when I wear sandals on camera. Now I think I know what they're talking about.
Really?
I never got it until right now.
Well, you notice my feet are all pink because they've never seen the daylight until now.
It's creeping me out.
I know.
Here.
It's even creeping me out, and they're my own feet.
We're doing the absolute wrong thing, half-heartedly painting a truck in our driveway, but we're doing it the right way, which is to make sure we get all of like the surface contaminants off the thing, that there's no oxidation on it, because we're not going to prime it at all. We're just going to blast paint over it. And so with the pressure washer, I chipped off all the loose paint that I practically could, and now we're about to scrub the thing down with red Scotch-Brite and some detergent to get the grease off the surface if there is any. I'm going to walk over here and scrub.
And then I just follow behind you and hose it off before it dries.
And you need to wear the girly shoes for that job? I think this is the last thing we're gonna do before rolling it inside and wrenching on it while it's drying. Steve. You're just taking a beating.
That's the thanks I get?
You made me pressure wash. Ah! No! Relentless. Oh, underwear! Oh!
Watch the dart.
Man, we got to work on this carburetor too.
I know.
I don't know what's up with that.
That sounds terrible.
This thing used to run great. Why are we painting this? It's actually like new.
I don't know. You want to just forget about paint?
Well, do we want perfection or do we want this?
I think it's as good as you need to go.
Wow, it looks pretty good. I haven't seen it this good in so many years.
Really?
It's like already impressive. I mean, it's not good, but it's a lot better.
You're totally starry-eyed. You should see your expression.
Well, I love my Jeep, and I haven't seen it like be good.
I've never seen you so happy in
I know.
years.
Do you have giant jack stands?
I'll look around and see what I can find.
Oh, you know what else would work?
What?
Just forklift the front end up.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
That's easier than jack stands. Do you feel comfortable working on it?
Yeah.
With only a forklift holding it up? Oh!
That happens sometimes. The Jeep has a spring-over axle suspension system. When it was stock, the leaf spring went underneath the rear axle, like this. And then by putting it on top of the rear axle, you gain a bunch of lift and flexibility because you can use a flatter spring instead of a heavily arched spring. The problem is that the distance between my bump stop to the frame when it's on the ground or when it's flexed out is nothing. And so to gain some up travel, I need to put more spring in it. See, this is how these springs fool you. They look like they have a ton of arc in them. Then next thing you know, they sag out and hardly even work on your Jeep. Okay. Same spring center to center, but you can see this one's taller. Wow, this is gonna lift this thing a lot. Now. All right, let her down. Let's see what we accomplished, if anything. There we go. Put all the weight on it. Look how much that spring's flattening out. Wow, look at that. The distance between the leaf spring and the bottom of the frame is about the thickness of my finger. That means any bump, as the spring gets longer, it's gonna hit the frame, basically. Let's flex it out.
What do you mean?
Drop the fork and park the tire on the fork, and I'll be in it with my foot on the brake, and then lift it, and let's see how high it'll go before it'll lift another tire.
Before I flip it over?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's taller. I don't know if it's gonna pick up this left rear or the right front first.
I'm losing my nerve. Holy cow, man, that is a lot.
Wow, this is actually better than I thought it was gonna be. That's it, it lifted the tire. That was a lot of monkey motion today for not a lot of progress, but I feel happy. Look at my Jeep. It's like way better than expected. And the whole painting it thing, I'm seriously questioning that now.
I don't know, it's looking pretty good to me.
I want to tinker more and then go four-wheeling. This is good. Mornings are always so much better on Roadkill Garage because there's like
We had sleep.
confidence and enthusiasm instead of complete conundrum wondering what to do with ourselves. Last night, I've made the firm decision, after all of that chatter, we're not gonna paint this thing. All I really needed out of the paint job was motivation, and I got that with the sanding. It looks green again. I'm gonna still have Dulcich paint the top because it's really bad. I'm gonna tinker with the engine and figure out why it's running so horribly. This thing has run flawlessly the whole time I've had it. It's like the one thing that never went wrong. Oh, I gotta change the oil. The oil is same oil since like 1999.
I believe it, yeah.
The tops on these things are fiberglass, and it looks bad, plus I don't want it to dry out anymore, which is why I want to paint it. There you go.
Wow, that comes off easy.
Yep. It's a quick release. This is gonna be ugly. And I bet you there's only about 2 quarts in it on top of that. Black gold, swimming pools, movie stars. How come I have to pee?
I'm gonna go mix the paint while you're fooling around with the masking.
How did that happen? He keeps talking me into the sweaty jobs.
Normally you'd probably want to use a paint booth, but mud is, is the Roadkill Garage solution.
Sometimes, especially on 4x4s, you get a bunch of dirt in the little orifices inside the carburetor. And you can actually sometimes pull the dirt through them by bringing it up to RPM and going like that. Create a bunch of vacuum. You were hoping we'd forget, right? Nope. It's the Roadkill Garage zip tie moment. Check this out. When you're dealing with your 4x4 with a high travel suspension, sometimes you want to know how much your suspension travels. Sometimes you want to make sure that your shock doesn't top all the way out under compression, because then it can break off shock mounts and do bad things and stuff like that. So what you want to do is take your zip tie, put it around your shock absorber shaft. You want it pretty tight on there because it's going to move freely. Put it all the way down right there, and then you're gonna hit the road and go four-wheeling over your favorite obstacle. When you come back, this is going to have been pushed up by the shock body, tell you exactly how much travel that you've got there. And if this is crammed all the way up into there, you know you have a problem. So there you have it, the ingenious Roadkill Garage zip tie moment. This came out way too shiny.
I know. I'm not happy either.
Oh, it's still tacky too.
Yeah.
I want to go four-wheeling. I don't want to wait for this to dry. Let's just take the doors off the Jeep and leave this here.
Yeah. Whoa.
You got it?
Oh, yeah.
It's heavier than you thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, Jeep-like. Man, the wrenching to satisfaction ratio is way out of whack on this episode.
They're super happy and we hardly did anything.
Exactly. The greatest decision I ever made was not painting this thing. I thought that was going to be the key to making me feel like revitalized about the Scrambler, but we buffed the thing out and just did a few things that are making it way better. Really, those leaf springs are life-altering for me because now I can go use the Jeep.
Yeah, and you pretty much painted it with the pressure washer anyway when you cleaned it.
It's true.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna head off and go actual rock crawling with this thing. Hopefully, extreme rock crawling. I'm not gonna be happy till he pees himself.
Oh yeah, you'll be waiting a while for that, buddy.
Bam! We did it.
Yeah.
Actually out using my Jeep. Wow, this thing's working pretty good. What do you think?
I think it's surprisingly nimble.
Are you scared yet?
I don't think there's any chance that you're going to be able to scare me, Freiburger.
Oh, here's this super cool part of the trail.
That's looking a little too narrow for us.
No. Isn't this cool?
You don't think any of those rocks are likely to fall down on us, do you?
Oh, yeah. It actually rides pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been really happy so far. Ugh. Why is it doing that? That's horrible.
That sounds like it's ignition timing's out.
But why does it crank fast and then hit?
Because something's jumping in the timing.
How can it have been running fine? I shut it off, and then it does this.
Do you have any smoke coming out of it now?
Nope. Oh. Dude, yeah, it's something really bad because it's backfiring through the carburetor. It's on fire right now.
I saw it. I heard it.
If we had tools, we could figure it out.
We have tools.
We brought nothing.
We've got this. I'm still, my concern level's not that bad yet.
It's not?
No, I think we can fix it. And that one's like torqued down with the Gorilla Grip.
Yeah, wonder if there's something in here that will...
No.
Are you sure? Not even a beer bottle opener? Look at that big... Oh, there's a bunch of water in it. Look at that.
Imagine that.
How did that happen?
When you hose the engine off.
Yeah, look at all the corrosion. Okay, this will be easy.
Yeah, I don't want to be Commander McBragg here, but what did I say?
You said the carburetor was flooding.
No, after that.
The carburetor was flooding?
I guess I've got nothing to brag about.
Then ignition timing?
Didn't I say it sounded like ignition? Let's check if the distributor has a bunch of water in it.
No, I don't remember hearing that.
Yeah.
Ready for the arch?
Yeah. Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat. This one is no problem. It's the other one where I worry about my windshield frame.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. High?
Yeah. See, low, you just crawl.
Somebody scraped right there, you can see it.
Yeah, a lot of people will. 3,000 RPM, we're hardly moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the windshield grabber. 4-inch clearance, maybe 3.
Look at that, you're right on it.
Yeah. So I like just exploring like this, but we need obstacles. Did you bring your balls with you?
Oh yeah, I always pack them.
We're going to the gatekeeper.
Oh, cool. That sounds like fun. Why does this work?
Is this too rough for you right here?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's kind of rocky.
Can you see where we're going?
No, because the road ends up here.
Okay, want to eyeball it?
I want to turn around. All right, so that's the end of the trail, huh?
This is the start of the trail.
Dude, you're freaking delirious if you think you're gonna get that thing up here.
That's not the obstacle. Done those many times. This is the one that gets me. See all this? Let's see, the taillight lens, U-bolt strap.
This is a hiking trail, man.
You have to hug your tire. See the tire mark on those?
Yeah.
You have to hug it up there while also hugging that rock. And then when you get on that one, you have to steer into it. And the thing is, if you slip, you fall down in here and just wedge yourself and it's all over.
Do you need me to spot?
No, I'm genuinely intimidated by this.
Well,
It's nasty.
this crevice is as tall as I am.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It is.
You're gonna kill us and wreck your Jeep. So let's go and do it.
You don't like it?
Okay, do you recommend I wear seat belts so I'm strapped into the vehicle and get crushed, or leave them off so I can jump out and save myself?
That never works. You're dead either way. I'm going to need you to look. I have tried this obstacle before and never accomplished it, and I'm picking now to decide that, oh yeah, I can do this no problem. Don't tell Dulcich, because he's already kind of freaked out.
Freiburger's got to adjust the air pressure to exactly the right PSI, and once that's set to perfection, this thing will just nimbly crawl right up that gully.
Okay, how's that rock looking?
It's looking pretty good. You're going to be over the top of it with the front tire here, and you're going to be on your rock slider, high centered. Wow.
Is it climbing it? Don't let it go under the Jeep.
No, it's climbed it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And now we're at the scary part.
I think I'm going to hold on to my seat for this one. You're a little off the peak as you progress. You're going to start rolling over it here pretty soon.
I just need to look since there's no spotter.
Come on, Freiburger.
Okay, now it's decision time. Do we let it beat me or go again? I hate the let it beat me answer, except for the video crew wants to get home. Those guys whine and moan. You never see it on camera. They're always just ruining the plot line.
No, we're fine.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't want to have happen. Why didn't you tell me turn left?
I thought you had it.
Ooh, now that's real bad. Okay, there went my quarter panel.
Don't kill yourself, dude.
This is the worst case scenario.
Don't get caught.
This obstacle just beats me, man.
Yeah, what do you think, Freiburger?
I think this will be the last attempt.
Really?
Yeah. Now I'm getting stupid because this has become a mission. That just screwed me. This thing has beaten me again. And I gotta be on an airplane at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I can't afford to break an axle or anything. Already broke a shock mount. So we're gonna winch. Finally! Now clearly one of the things we should have done in this episode is new tires. I really like my Swampers, but
They're 20 years old.
they're 20 years old. I'd never thought about that till now. The tires are literally 20 years old. And the escape.
Yeah.
Finally. Yay. And maybe not everything I wanted, but we live to fight another day. The art of being a good racer who loses, or a good rock crawler who loses, or a good shooter who misses, is blame the equipment or other people. I'm blaming Dulcich for being a bad spotter. I'm blaming Video Brad for forcing me to take the obstacle so that he would have glorious looking video. I blame you. I blame the audience. This is the audience's fault because let's be honest, I wouldn't be here without you, and I would not be